Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, we're just going to keep continuing our studies of velocity banking, this time as billionaires, right? So I asked ChatGPT how much would a $1 billion annual salary be um, after taxes monthly, right? So the answer that I got was about 42.2 million after taxes. Interesting. So okay. So let's take a look right here. I got 42.2 billion million. As a billionaire, I don't know if you're Bruce Wayne or Dr. Evil, right? $1 billion. We're going to go ahead and pay off our debts. And so this is a debt payoff strategy, velocity banking. And the first step to velocity banking is creating a budget. So step one, you put your income after tax, get your expenses, and then in your expense breakdown, you list every single debt that you have. So one, two, three, four, five, four credit cards. These are huge credit cards, millions of dollars. I don't even know if they offer these types of credit cards in real life, but maybe they'll make an exception if you're a billionaire. Two auto loans, right? One for 3 million and then one for 3.1 million. And believe it or not, I actually asked about like different luxury cars. I've only dealt with entry level and mid tier luxury cars. So I have a friend who has like seven. Does he have like, wait, how many 7 series does he have? I know I have a friend who has like six BMWs in his family. So I've kind of dealt with this, even though I've never driven a BMW myself. I actually have been in a Rolls Royce, believe it or not. I've been in a Rolls Royce. I don't remember if it was a Ghost or a Phantom because I don't really care. And then I've never even heard of these car brands. What's a Koenigsegg Jesko? Pagani Huayra? See, now I'm just butchering the names. Bugatti. Okay, I've heard of Bugatti, right? Chiron? Chiron? See, this is how I know I'm not part of that marketplace because I have no familiarity with these ultra luxury and hypercar brands, but we're gonna assume we got two of them because we're literally a billionaire, literally. And then here's the funny part, at least funny for me. $30,000 in student loans because we dropped out of college after one or 2 years, right? So we still got the student loan. And then we got business loans. So I don't know if we're the next Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, but we're a billionaire. We're a billionaire. Maybe 20 million is a little bit too little, you know? Maybe we need I don't know, $300 million loan. I just put 20 million, random arbitrary number, but I think people would freak out if they had to pay $200,000 monthly payment in loans back to the bank. And then a mortgage, a $20 million mortgage at 3%, which is only 92 grand. And so we list all our debts here, and then we have our food, gas, insurance. So all of our general expenses that are monthly that we have to pay for, that is not debt. So these are non-debt expenditures. Get grouped into this bucket. So we'll say we spend $100,000 a month on food, gas, whatever, taxes maybe. The everyday life things, right? As a billionaire, literally a billionaire, and so um, the biggest killer of our cash flow is these credit cards. Take a look at this. Man, all right. So, we're in negative savings right now as a billionaire. So just because you're a billionaire doesn't mean you're positive cash flowing, right? More money coming in than coming out. And so here's what we're gonna do with velocity banking. You see this negative savings, and even if you have positive savings or even zero savings, this is what we're gonna do throughout the entirety of the debt payoff process, which is to not save money. You see this right here? This is gonna be a big fat zero. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have something called a cash flow, right? So C2 minus C3. And what we're going to do is move some debt into something called a line of credit. So, what's a line of credit? All it is a financial tool where you could borrow money, pay it back, and then use it over and over again. Kind of like this one, $280,000. Now that I'm like doing like billionaire budgets, I'm like looking at this $280,000 home equity line of credit, and I'm like, I'm so scared. Like that's not enough, right? I feel like that's gonna happen to me every time I do like billionaire or millionaire budgets. It's like, that's it, 280,000. You wanna know what's funny? When I first got my first home equity line of credit, which is 15,000, I was like, "That's so much." And then the next one was like 50 something thousand, like, "Whoa, that's cool." And then once I got this $280,000 one, I was like, "That's it? That's it. Yeah, and even there'll even be a point where like, oh, 20 grand coming in a month, like, that's it? Because my mindset will be so skewed from doing these budgets, it's like, well, I know I can do better, right? Isn't that crazy? I feel like it's gonna happen soon. So anyway, my point is this: home equity line of credit. All it is you click a button and then you can dump up to $280,000 into your checking account in an instant, and they'll charge you a 7.5% interest rate. At least for me, 7.5. Right? So we're going to assume we have access to a $1.5 billion line of credit. Is the bank actually going to lend us a $1.5 billion line of credit? At this stage, no, because banks don't lend money to people who need it. So even though we make great income, right, we need money because we're having a negative savings as the average American. And the difference between the average American velocity banker is not how much money you make; it's what's your main operating account. So in this scenario, we pay for things in our checking account, and then we just put whatever's left over into your savings, which is nothing here. Okay, we just got overdraft fees accruing here, and then here in this scenario, we pay for it using our line of credit. So we got to shuffle some debts into our line of credit. So let me go ahead and do this. All right. So if I add up, let's start with the credit cards. So this is going to be 150, 270, 300, 600. All right. So I'm going to do this. So 1,320,000,000, right? That's 1.32 billion. Well, guess what happens to the credit card debt? Okay. Well, blam. Just with one, actually, if we just move one credit card, look how we're positive cash flowing now. Isn't that crazy? Holy balls. We're negative 1.2 million savings and overdraft fees. And now it's 3 million in cash flow. And then we're gonna do this, and then do this, and then do this. And now we're 41 million in cash flow. No, that's crazy. All right, let's go ahead and wipe out the balance of our 1.32 billion in the line of credit. And so the last step is you put your entire $42 million monthly paycheck into the line of credit and then take your expenses out, which is 500,000, and then you rinse and repeat over and over again. So let's do this 41693,426.48. And then we take the interest, which is going to be based on the average daily balance, right? So we do this average daily balance, multiply by the interest rate times 0.08, and then divide by 12. Okay, so we got to pay 8 million of interest on month one. It's not bad if it's based on a $1.2 billion debt, and then all you do is just copy and paste, and then we just kind of check it out and see how long it takes for us to wipe out the debt, which is going to be about 3 years, right? So 3 years to wipe out our credit card debt. Okay, and so I'm just going to do this right here. So 36 months, and then how much was that? That's about $1.32 billion of credit card debt. Amazing. Okay, so now copy and paste. And then at 36 months, what we're going to do is we're going to update our loan calculator. So I'm going to do this right here. So 36, 36, 36, 36, 36. Okay. Now, why are we going to tackle these loans first versus maybe some might say, hey, get rid of this one because it's the lowest balance and the highest interest rate because we don't get that much cash flow for paying off this 22 grand. Whereas we pay off this, we get almost $100,000 in cash flow. That's what this thing means, the cash flow index. So it's basically a formula of the balance divided by the payment amount. It gives you a number, and the lower the number, the better, right? So let's go ahead and pay off these two auto loans, and I'm going to do this. So this is going to be 2.5 million, 2.5 million. And I am going to Control V, yes, Control V to the 2.5 million. So plus 2568,888.47. Wow, is it still all right? Okay. All right, we make so much money that it's still okay. So this is gonna be 0, 0. All right, let's move the student loan. The student loan. What's our cash flow right now? I gotta check this. It's 41 million. Well, this is just ridiculous. Okay, let me just move to 30 grand too. So what's the current balance? This might be really like done in an instant because I can't believe it. All right, so this is 0, 0. Let's move to 22 grand as well. Actually, let's move all of them into the line. Should we move all of them into the line? Like, if our cash flow is 40 million, let me go back here. Then that's pretty much the balances of everything, I feel like. Am I wrong about this? Well, all right. Let's do the $20 million loan first. So I want to check this out. Okay. So how much is these in total? All right. So now I'm going to copy paste, and then I'll do this, and then this is going to be 17.4 million, I think. Okay. So let me just do 17405,729.92. Okay. Oh. All right. All right. Well, I'm trying to think. All right. We'll move, and then I'm gonna take out 2 million. So let's say, okay, let's put an extra $2 million, and then so this is gonna be about like 18 million, right? 18 million. But I have a feeling, whatever. I'm just gonna move the whole thing. All right, let's move the whole thing. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and then I'm going to do this. 37 million, and see how long it takes. Now, normally I wouldn't recommend doing it this way, but it just, whoopsie, I'm in the wrong one. All right. So let's see, 37 985 445.14. Actually, let's do, all right, my bad. Yeah, plus. Okay. 3798.445.14. Okay. Whoa, we paid that off in so 37 months. And we didn't even increase our cash flow. That's crazy, right? So this is 0, 0, 0. 42 million in cash flow. Yikes. So we just wiped it out, and we didn't even update the numbers to 42, 40. Hold on. Did I screw up? I feel like I screwed up. I just want to make sure that I didn't. Hold on. No, I didn't screw up because we've got this ridiculous, like, I'm like confused now. This is like the first time in a while I've been confused by whatever I've been doing. My goodness. Hold on. All right. So this is going to be 0, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, 41. Like, I confused myself because this is the first time I've ever done this. But you see how the numbers just work out better if you simply just make more money? That's the crazy part about this strategy. Velocity banking as a billionaire is essentially really easy. Okay, so we paid this off in 37 months. All right, so 37, and then so 132 billion, 1.32 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. How many zeros are there? Okay. 132000000. That's billion. All right. Now we got to add 3 million. Or actually, it's 61 million. 61,000,000. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 61 million. And then we got to add the 30,000 plus 3,000,000. And then this one is plus 2,000,000,000 and a $20 million business loan, and then another, I guess 24 million. I think I wrote it wrong. 22 million, my bad. 22 million. So it's going to be 42 million. All right. Well, oopsie. I screwed up English. You see how easy that was? We paid off $1.4 billion of debt in 3 years. 1.4 billion debt in 3 years. That was so easy, folks. If you're broke, just be a billionaire, right? That's my advice to you. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I okay. This is ridiculous. Like I don't even know what to say anymore because I feel like I've never. This is the first time where I've done the velocity banking, and then I paid off the credit cards. Like, yeah, on average, it takes 36 months, and then just literally one more month, and he pays off everything, all the other loans. That's crazy. All right. Well, I don't have anything to go over for today, so this is Korean Atlanta mentorship. Have a great day, and yeah, just be a billionaire. Okay.